I don't think I've been this excited for a book haul before. We have a lot to get through, so let's just get started. Which pile first? Let's start with this pile. We have Blood Over Bright Haven by M.L. Wang. I haven't seen a bunch of this going around, but out of the videos that I have seen, they all have given this great reviews. I don't think I've seen anyone give like an iffy review even. This is the same author as Sword of Kaigen, and I've also heard great things about that book too. So I'm excited. At first, the cover, it really wasn't pulling me in. I was like, what is this? But I guess looking at it closer, this kind of does remind me of Divine Rivals with the typewriter. And then I got kind of used to it, so I'm okay with it now. Also, if you look this up on Goodreads, it has great reviews and a really good rating, so I was okay with it. I got this at Barnes & Noble for a future video that is already in the works. I'm very excited for it. In a gist, our female main character is the first woman ever admitted to the High Magistracy at the University of Magics and Industry. There she meets a friend, and together they're gonna discover some ancient secrets. So yes, this is a dark academia, but no, this book is not gonna go with a dark academia video, so please look out for it. Where should I put this? So yeah, I'll leave this here. Next, we have The Otherwhere Post by Emily J. Taylor. Obviously, one of the first things you're going to see is the 50% off red sticker. This was part of the Barnes & Noble hardback 50% off sale that was going around. I saw this. It was a really pretty cover. Looked into it, saw that it was not bad, so I purchased it. This is going to be perfect for a fall cozy vibe. It's YA, and I think basically our female main character's father passes away 7 years ago, but she recently receives a letter saying that her father was innocent, so now she's trying to uncover the truth. I think it's gotten pretty good reviews so far. I think it's a contender for Goodreads Best YA Fantasy of 2025 so far. I think something along the lines of that, but I don't know. The end pages, they're beautiful. And just look at the cover. It's beautiful. And both stickers are removable. And yeah, I can't wait to read it. The hardback doesn't really have much except for the spine. Next, we have Catabasis by R.F. Kuang. I got the special sprayed edge version. I got this from Barnes the day that it came out. I have never been so quick with purchasing a book before. I called up my local Barnes and asked them to put it on hold 10 o'clock on the dot. At first, honestly, I was like debating on whether I should buy this or not, but I feel like I would take a lot of notes in it because R.F. Kuang is so good with her writing. I feel like I would want to tab it. At first, I didn't understand what the heck this was. I was like thinking this is such an ugly picture, but looking past and beyond that, it does look kind of interesting. I think it's like a library almost, but you guys should kind of know what this book is about, right? It's been going around everywhere. This is like pretty much all over my TikTok. It's basically two graduate students follow their professor to the underworld to save his soul because they need a recommendation letter from him. And if you know anything about getting a PhD, I understand how much of importance your PI is for your start of your career and also just to graduate in general, but that's an interesting take. Let's see the inside. It's like very academic looking. Oh, and that's what that looks like. Just the front cover, but in orange. So I think this is like an academic rivals to lovers situation probably. R.F. Kuang did say that there is romance, but it's just not the main topic of it. Personally, I'm not a fan of the sprayed edge. I was debating on whether I should get the non-sprayed version, but I was like, ugh, why not? But I am very excited for this one. Okay, next. This one, I was really debating on if I was gonna buy this one or not, and I ended up buying it while I purchased this one. So I got this on the same day. Quicksilver by Callie Hart. I mentioned before that I did not like the design of the paperback version, so I was considering getting the hardback version, but the hardback version doesn't really have much, really. It's like just the title, but I guess there's no person on it, so I was like debating. But when I went into the store to buy this, I saw this, and I saw how sparkly the edges were. It was really beautiful. And then also the cover on the inside. There's nothing on the front, but the end papers are interesting. I don't know why he's upside down. Is this book upside down? Oh my gosh, this book is upside down. What the heck? Wait, so the cover, I thought the cover should have a snowflake, right? Yeah, it does. Why was this upside down? Okay, well, there we go. That is a beautiful snowflake. And now the pictures are not upside down. That was weird. And it's so glittery and silver and metallic. I love it. Oh my gosh. It's so pretty. I think Walmart is coming out with a white version of this, which I do like, but I already purchased this one, so oh well. I honestly have no idea what this book is about. And when I saw it in the store, I didn't expect it to be this thick. Oh, the sprayed edges, they're still like stuck together. I hope I don't get too much sparkle all over my hands while I'm reading this book. Oh, so she steals from people. I guess she's not very well off. She opens up a gateway between realms and is transported to a land of ice and snow. So there's Faye, and she has landed right in the middle of a centuries-long conflict that might get her. Okay, interesting. But yeah, I splurged on this one for sure. Next, we have another 50% off from Barnes that I got. I couldn't help myself. Spectacular. It was half off. So far, I've only read Carvel. I have to read Legendary and Finale. And Spectacular. It's the holiday novella. Why not? It was half off. And I didn't realize this, but in the store, I was looking at it and it has pictures inside. I wasn't expecting that. So that's pretty cool. I will be enjoying that. I have no idea what this is about. And finally, so I purchased 3 total books from the Barnes & Noble hardback 50% off sale, and that would be Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross. I've only read Divine Rival so far. I have to read Ruthless Vows, especially because Rebecca Ross has come out with the prequel Wild Reverence that comes out September 2nd. So I want to read this first and then read Wild Reverence. But I can't believe this was 50% off. I think this was one of the top reads of last year, so I was surprised. So yeah, I got 3 books total for the Barnes & Noble hardback sale. I'm very happy with my purchases. Okay. And here, what do we have in this Barnes & Noble bag? Let me tell you, all of this, I still have the receipt in here. All of this is for another video that I have in the works as well. I have so many fun videos for you guys coming soon. I'm very excited. Start off with... Oh, okay, let's start off with this one. Partners in Crime by Alicia Rai. I think it's an Indian romance where a matchmaker tries to help her find her match. Oh, did they get kidnapped? I don't know, but she's an accountant. Is that the Las Vegas backdrop? That looks like the Paris Hotel and then the Bellagio. But this sounds fun. Next, I'm gonna do this book. We have Sweeter Than Chocolate by Lizzie Shane. Haven't heard about this book either. I have not heard about either of these books. And I think she owns a chocolate shop and oh, there's a rival bakery opening up across the street. And the guy is a TV reporter who is trying to bring together people by chocolates. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what this is about, but I love chocolate, so that's okay for me. Next, I'm so excited for this one. I bought, let me see, it's not in order. Okay, the first one is Zodiac Academy, the 3rd book, The Reckoning by Caroline Peckham and Suzanne Valentini. I currently have only read the 1st book. I have the 2nd book somewhere in here. And I bought the 3rd book at Barnes. I also got the 4th book, Shadow Princess, and the 5th book. This is, oh, these are huge. I did not expect them to be this huge. These are this is bigger than Quicksilver. So I got 3 of these books in the 12-book series. This is part of a future video, which I'm so excited to show you. But yeah, this is a Dark Academia romance. I also got this bag. I didn't get it at the New York location, but they had this bag. I thought it was cute, so I got it. Put it back in here for now. I love the feel of fresh new books. Next. I'll leave this here so you guys can't see the next books that are coming. Okay, this next book I bought solely because of the sprayed edges. It is the best sprayed edge I have ever seen in my entire life. Fall I Want by Lyra Parrish. Look at the sprayed edge. It's the brick wall that continues on from the front cover. Is that not just the cutest thing ever? This is so cute. It looked better in the picture online. So this one I did get from Amazon. Okay, I try my best to buy from local bookstores and just in general avoid Amazon. However, Amazon does offer same day or next day 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. time slot deliveries. And sometimes as a mom, I need something really quickly or I feel like I need them now or want them now for my baby. So if that thing that I want for my baby doesn't meet the $25 threshold to get delivered as soon as possible, I just add a book that meets the requirement. So that's how I end up purchasing from Amazon sometimes. Which of course, do what you want with your money. In general, I'm just saying I try not to. However, there are certain circumstances that I do purchase from Amazon. It's also just really hard to get out of the house with a baby. You guys, if you don't have a baby, and for those of you who do, you know how much of a struggle it is just to get outside of the house. So I'm sorry, but yeah, my point of the story was the bricks looked a little bit better in the picture. Obviously, of course, they're gonna. However, they still look pretty in real life. I really enjoyed this cover. The book itself, I heard that it starts off kind of strong, but ends up kind of weak in the end. I'm just hoping for like a good palette cleanser. Not really looking for my next 5-star read here. I just want it to be a nice vibe. And the cover is just so beautiful that I think it would be. Like, look at this. Look at how well it goes into the sprayed edge. It's so beautiful. I have no idea what this is about. Next, This is another book. This one came with an Amazon purchase of my baby's teething soothing drops. This time it's Real by Anne Liang. This one is a YA, I believe. This has been on my radar for a while. I think she writes an essay about finding her true love and it gets really popular, so she gets an internship from that. Except she didn't really find her true love, and so they end up fake dating so that she can pretend that it was him in her essay. And I don't know what's in it for him, but I think he's also like a pop celebrity or something. But I've heard good reviews about it. Next. This one, Well Actually by Maisie Eddings. I was drawn to this comic book looking cover. It is so beautiful. Spoiler alert, I have already read this book, so I will be reviewing it in a future video coming in a few weeks, I believe, from this video. If you guys know the YouTube channel Chicken Shop Date with Amelia something, I forgot her last name, but it's loosely based off of that. It's supposed to be a really famous and popular YouTube channel. If you guys haven't watched it, I recommend it. It's really funny. She has this like very funny dry humor that I guess people have taken a liking to, and she has like really popular celebrities on there like Bella Hadid and like Jennie from Blackpink. But in this book, it's supposed to be based off of the episode where Andrew Garfield visits her show. Instead of a chicken, they're eating sausage. He's supposed to be like some well-loved social media personality, and she's the host of the Sausage Talk, her show. And she basically calls him out on his bad behavior when they went out a few years ago. Fast forward to the future, and he's trying to make it up to her for being not so great back then. An interesting blue sprayed edge. Next. I'm also really excited for this one. The Irresistible Urge to Fall for Your Enemy by Bridget Knightley. Have you guys not been seeing Drummoyne fanfics going around? I think it's the year of Drummoyne fanfics. We have Irresistible Urge to Fall for Your Enemy. We have the Julie Soto book. And then we have Alchemized by Sen Lin Yu. I only have this one. I'm excited to read it. It's supposed to be a fanfic of Hermione and Draco Drummoyne. But obviously because of the copyright, they cannot use the actual name. So in essence, she is Hermione and he is Draco. And in this story, she is a healer, he is an assassin. And in their society, I guess there's an illness going around that she's trying to heal everyone. He gets that illness, she cures him, and together they try to heal their society. But yes, I'm very excited for this one. This will be my first Drummoyne fanfic. Okay, this one. You guys, I'm just so excited for every single one of my books here. Next one, we have Warrior Princess Assassin by Bridget Kemmerer. This is the like sprayed edge for the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. I think I might prefer the blue sprayed special edition edge, but that's okay. I bought this book because of the author. So when I was watching TikTok, Lauren Roberts came onto my For You page and she was raving about how she really liked Defy the Night by Bridget Kemmerer. So I read Defy the Night in Europe, really liked it, and now I just want to kind of read all of her backlist. So the title is going to tell you the characters. There's a warrior, there's a princess, and there's an assassin. I don't think it's the best title in the world, but oh well. And I believe this is a why choose romance. This will be my first why choose romance, and basically I believe that just means why choose one guy or one person, and that's what's going on here. I honestly expect to love this book because I really like her writing. Next. We have Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. I really debated on whether I should wait for the paperback version of this to come out, but I wanted to read this. It's fine. My paperbacks of Emily Henry here will not match this hardback here, but that's okay. I guess I'll live. I haven't read this yet. I'm really excited to. I really want to finish this before the summer ends or if we're not too into fall. Based on what I've been hearing about this book and what it's about, I think I will like it. So I'm really excited about this book. Cannot wait to read it. Okay, the sun is going down, so I turn on the lamp over there. So let's continue. This one I have already opened. There are two books in here. Rewind It Back by Liz Tom Ford. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but I personally prefer these new covers. But the only thing is, this is not available for all of the books yet. Caught Up, the third book, is my next read, and that hasn't come out with this type of cover yet. So I'm still even debating on whether or not I should get this kind of cover or the city covers, the first original ones. Oh, I didn't know this was ombre. What the heck? That's cool. You guys all know everyone loves these books except for Mile High. That's the only debatable one, but everything else, 2 to 5. I can't wait to get to this. And this is, I believe, oh, they were friends when they were younger, but I think they're enemies to lovers now. Oh, she is hired by him to renovate his house. It sounds like a close proximity too. Next, we have, ooh, I'm very excited for this, A Fellowship of Bakers and Magic by Jay Penner. I've heard really good things about this book. It's actually not even that big of a book. I think it's about like, it doesn't even reach 300 pages. I just saw 262 at the very end. So it's a very short read, but I heard this is a really cozy book. I think she is a normal person, like a muggle, and she gets into this baking competition with a bunch of magical people. But apparently this book is supposed to be really good. So fall cozy vibes, here we come. Okay, so let's move on to this stack here. Okay, so this first book, I have to explain. So basically, I did a video, $50 local bookstore versus $50 online book shopping. And I got a few of these books while I was at the bookstore. So while I was at the bookstore though, I was only limited to $50. So even though there were a lot more that I wanted to buy, I could only spend the $50. So what I did was go back to the bookstore and pick up a few books that I wanted to purchase. And that is these two. Oh, I still have they gave me a sticker. Cool. Take that out for now. These two books, Nevermore by Jessica Townsend. This is the first one, The Trials of Morgan Crow, which I have read, but I do want the physical copy because I really like this book. It's a middle grade, by the way, these two, which is not even a YA. It's lower than a YA. It's middle grade. And then the second book, Wondersmith, The Calling of Morgan Crow. I really like this book. I really like her, the character, the main character. So I just wanted to follow this series, even though this came out a long time ago. I think there was a new release for the series recently, so I don't have to wait too long to continue this series. So this is going to be my next pick. This one I just wanted because it was on sale and I like the book. But basically in the first book, she's supposed to be like a cursed person and everybody in town hates her for it. But she enters this competition in a magical world and she wants to stay in that magical world because everyone in her actual town despises her because everyone thinks she's bad luck because of the day that she was born. And just there's a lot of stuff going on in there. So yeah, I'm very excited to read the second book. I'm hoping I get to it this fall because it's a nice, like, you guys can tell it's a very like October autumnal read. Next, I thrifted this one. It's called Confessions of a Shopaholic by Sophie Kinsella. I don't know anything about this book. I thought it was interesting, so I purchased it. I just saw it. I was like, okay, why not? Good palette cleanser maybe? So I'll let you know if it's a good book or not, or if it was a good find. Next, I have the same author. We have The Undomestic Goddess. Oh, she's a workaholic attorney, but gets hired as a maid or a housekeeper for some reason. So I guess that's why it's called Undomestic Goddess. But again, I was hoping for a good palette cleanser. I bought it at a secondhand shop, so why not? Next, I got Sophie Cousins This Time Next Year. I have been seeing her name around recently everywhere for some reason. It's not like a recently published book, so I don't know why. But once I saw her name, I just kind of was interested to read her writing, so I picked up this book. So I guess she has the same birthday with someone. She has been having bad luck and he has been having really good luck. That reminds me of that Lindsay Lohan movie when they kiss, they switch the lucks. But I think this is kind of similar along the lines of that. Next is The Flat Share by Beth O'Leary. Isn't this cover beautiful? This is such a pretty cover. I'm assuming forced proximity romance. You know, it's a flat share. They're sharing the flat. I think this is an older book talk goodie. Next, we have Romantic Comedy by Curtis Sinfeld. I don't know what this book is about, but I know that this has been going around book talk for a while. Probably not so much anymore, but I was like, why not? Next, okay, this book, Hamnet by Maggie O'Farrell. I first found out about this book through Jack Edwards. Jack Edwards had mentioned this on his channel and I was interested in reading it. I think Hamnet is the name of Shakespeare's son who passed away. I'm not sure. But because of that, I don't know if I want to read this book anymore. I know it's supposed to be a good book, but based on the circumstances around this book, I don't know that I am interested in reading it. I didn't know about that before and I was just kind of following Jack Edwards' recommendations. So now I'm just a little bit hesitant. I don't know if I'll like it or not. Oh, this is falling. Okay, I'll just put this down like this. Hello Beautiful by Anne Napolitano. Doesn't this cover just captivate you? It is so artistic. I think it has sisters with a really strong bond and that's pretty much all I know about this book, but I'm excited to read it. The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I have not read this book yet, but I've only heard great things about this book. I'm so excited to read it. At the very beginning of book talk, I confused this with Carvel. I didn't know the difference, but I actually still don't know what this book is about. So I'll let you guys know and I'll let you know if I like it or not. Next, I got 4 Heartstopper books. I haven't read this. I've heard nothing but good things about it. I also bought this secondhand, so the spines do not match. It matches every other spine. And I don't have the 5th book. But because I committed to purchasing 4 books out of the series, I'm hoping I really like this series. Now that I've read a lot of books in my adult life, I'm wondering if it'll come off as a little bit juvenile. So I'm hoping I still enjoy it. But yeah, another book series that I've heard a lot of great things about. It's gonna be my first graphic novel in my adult life. Okay, next. Ooh, we have Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens. This one I purchased because the inside, there's like illustrations and stuff and the words are really big, the size. So I thought that reading this classic, it would be less arduous, it would be less of a toll, it would be less laborious to read this book if it had such big words and art in it. This I'm also planning for a future video. I'm hoping I can do it, but if not, then oh well. Can you guys take a guess as to what video I was thinking about for this book? Ooh, next we have Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo. I have the Six of Crows here, but I only have the Six of Crows. I didn't have the second book, Crooked Kingdom. So I finally have the duology. So I'm happy I have this waiting for me when I finish this book. Next, I love hearing Michelle Obama talk. Sometimes she comes up on my For You page. Her advice is so good. So now that I can read it in a book, hello, The Light We Carry by Michelle Obama. I just feel like she has a lot of interesting and good things to say. I respect her as a person, as a wife, as a mother. I think she has good advice. So I'm very interested to read this book. The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison. Okay, I really want to read a Toni Morrison book, but I didn't know what this book was about. Now that I know what this book is about, I don't want to read this book. So I don't think I'll ever get to this, honestly. I probably will give it away maybe to a free little library. I don't know. If you guys know the plot of the story and based off what I just said about Hamnet, you know why I don't want to read this book. But I do plan on reading a different Toni Morrison book eventually. Don't judge me, please. My husband and I used to read a lot of like the self-help books with the 4-Hour Work Week and all that. He has Grit by Angela Duckworth, but the translated version to Korean. So I thought I'd get myself the English copy. I just thought I would read it maybe when I need motivation to work in case I get burnt out or something. I don't know. That's my stack there. Okay. Here is my last. This I got from World of Books. So thank you to the commenter who reminded me of the World of Books when I was doing my $50 for the local bookstore challenge. Our first book is going to be Letters to the Lost by Bridget Kemmerer. This is the first book in a series. I purchased this because in my $50 challenge, I purchased this one, and this was the second book in a series. So now I have the first. If you guys recognize, this is also Bridget Kemmerer. This is a YA book for Bridget Kemmerer. This is also the same author as Warrior Princess Assassin. Obviously, this is going to be adult. This is YA. Apparently, I'm not a very good book stacker. There we go. Next. Ooh, okay. I guess they all have these little slips, huh? Love at First Book by Jen McKinley. Okay, so World of Books is a very large online used and new bookstore. I didn't realize that I would get any books from the library. Like this has Chesterfield County Public Library on here, which I don't think I like. I may or may not buy a new book for this book. But is that wasteful? But this has... okay, anyways. Oh, her name's my name, Emily. Emily Allen is a librarian on Martha's Vineyard who has always dreamed of traveling the world. So when her favorite author offers her a job in the Emerald Isle, she jumps at the opportunity. Oh, so the romance is with that favorite author's son. So she's a librarian. She likes this particular author and he's the son of that author. I think this book has not bad reviews, so I'm excited to read it. I guess the rest of the book is in okay condition, so it's okay. Next, we have Any Trope But You by Victoria Levine. This, I thought it was supposed to be like a Christmassy book based on like the snow here, but I think it's just a regular romance book. Margot decides to trade meet cutes for murder, the fictional kind. Oh, she's a writer. She has to write a murder mystery, but maybe she needs inspiration, so she goes to a random place and meets this guy. But also, I've heard a lot of good things about this book too, or at least I've seen a lot of good reviews. Next, Spiral by Bal Cabra. The cover intrigued me. Ballerina, hockey player. It looks like it'd be a good story, no? Oh, this is a fake dating trope. Enough said. Oh, okay, so this is Sophie Cousins. Is she really going out with him? So this is another Sophie Cousins book. So I'm committing to purchasing 2 Sophie Cousins books, even though I've never read her before, in this one haul. So she went through a painful divorce and now she's setting herself up on 7 dates, all found offline, chosen by her children, so that she could write her column. I think she has a newspaper column, or she's something with journalism. That sounds like fun. Next, we have You Deserve Each Other by Sarah Hogel. This is another oldie but goodie. I think this is about people who are supposed to be engaged to be married, but they're just not having it with each other. So they need to learn how to fall back in love again, or they need to learn how to fall back in love in the first place. Oh, she's just miserably and utterly sick of him. That sucks. Nice. Indigo Ridge by Devney Perry. I have heard a lot of good things about this book. I haven't heard much about this book, but the things I have heard, I've heard really good things. It's supposed to be like a romance, but also mystery. I think she solves some kind of stuff that's going on in her town. It gives very much the Twilight vibes, you know, like the eerie, very gray, musky kind of weather, but without the vampires and the werewolves. But this is a series, so I'm hoping I like this book and I continue the rest of the series. Not that I need to start any more series, but oh well. This is my Zodiac Academy second book, Ruthless Fae. I purchased the second book at this location, knowing that I ended up purchasing 3, 4, and 5 at Barnes & Noble. So, gonna continue with this series, obviously. Oh, and that was it. So that's the last of the haul. How many books did we get? 41 books. Wow. That is 41 books. I'm so glad you joined me for this haul. I'm so excited to read these books. I think I'm most excited for Blood Over Bright Haven. So you know I'll be reading this book for sure this year. Thank you for joining me. I had a great time and I will see you in the next video. Hi, it is Thursday night, the night before this video goes live. I am currently still editing, but I just wanted to let you guys know that I got one more delivery this morning and it came with One Golden Summer by Carly Fortune. This brings our book haul to a total of 42 books. If you guys are watching this right now, please comment down a sun emoji so I know who's watching until the very end. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Bye!